Andresvieira and Rauldiaz over at Miami Real Group, they always seem to know what's up and coming in Miami.
They do, don't they?
They sent over some info about Wynwood.
Yeah.
We have to talk about this,
right,
especially because, as per Andresvieira, Miami is the best place on earth.
He's got a point.
So Wynwood.
Interesting. Yeah, Wynwood, it's always been known for, like that artsy kind of edgy vibe.
Yeah.
The street art and the breweries. There's just this like grittiness that draws a certain crowd.
Right, exactly. But okay, get this. 2 new restaurants just opened.
Okay.
And they're going for a totally different vibe.
Oh.
Super high-end.
Really?
Upscale dining.
Huh.
Sparrow, Italia, and Casa Madera.
Sparrow, Italia, Casa Madera.
Both in the same building as that new Moxy Hotel.
That's a bold move, that level of luxury in Wynwood. It just seems like they're aiming for a different clientele than what that neighborhood has traditionally attracted.
It really feels like a shift, The article describes Sparrow, Italia. It's got this bustling bar scene, live music, and a really elegant dining room.
Fancy.
And then Casa Madera is going for that Tulum-inspired rooftop experience with a DJ and views overlooking the Wynwood walls.
Wow, that's pretty different. I'm picturing a very different scene than the typical Wynwood experience. They're trying to create this oasis of luxury, but it really makes you wonder, will this alienate Wynwood's, loyal fan base?
No.
Or will it attract a whole new crowd?
Yeah, and they're not messing around with these menus.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking Wagyu beef, branzino, cooked in a salt crust.
Wow.
A serious emphasis on craft cocktails and an extensive wine list.
They're going all out. Sounds like they're trying to compete with the established upscale dining scene in other parts of Miami. They're almost trying to transplant a piece of South Beach or Brickell right into Wynwood. And this Noble 33 group, they own these places.
Yeah.
They're not new to the restaurant scene.
No. The article mentioned that they already have a few really successful restaurants in other parts of the city.
I see.
What's their strategy here? Are they trying to just elevate Wynwood's status?
Yeah.
Or are they just capitalizing on a trend?
Well, the article quotes Mikey Tana. He's Noble 33's co-founder.
Okay.
And he specifically chose Wynwood because of the creative energy and its strong appeal to locals. He believes in the neighborhood's potential beyond just the art scene.
That's interesting. Sounds like they're not just chasing the tourist dollar. They're actually betting on Wynwood's ability to attract a more discerning local crowd.
Yeah, people who are looking for a higher end experience.
But still want that Wynwood vibe.
Yeah, exactly. It's a gamble for sure.
Totally.
But if they can pull it off, they'll be pioneers. They could really end up defining what upscale dining in Wynwood looks like.
That would be huge.
It's not just Sparrow and Casa Madera either.
Right.
The article mentions a bunch of other high-end places that have already popped up in Wynwood.
Yeah.
Uchi, Pasties, Ghee, Indian Kitchen.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's definitely a trend emerging here.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder how the old guard is feeling about all this.
Yeah.
The artists, the smaller galleries, the places that really gave Wynwood its original character.
That's a good question. Can Wynwood hold on to its roots while also becoming this destination for upscale dining and nightlife?
Right.
Or will it just lose its soul in the pursuit of luxury?
Oh, Mikey Tana seems to think they can coexist.
Oh, yeah.
He's quoted in the article saying that he wants to be a part of the community.
Okay.
Not just some flashy addition.
Right.
He even talks about wanting to attract locals year-round, not just relying on tourists.
That's a tall order, especially with Miami summers,
Yeah.
The heat, the humidity. It's not exactly prime time for outdoor dining.
No, it's not. But he's still confident.
Okay.
He sees Miami as this, exciting, evolving city, and he's betting that Wynwood's going to evolve right along with it.
It's a bold vision. But look what Major Food Group did. They came in with places like Carbone, Zizi's Clam Bar, and totally changed the game.
Yeah.
They elevated Miami's dining scene and created these hot spots that everyone wants to be seen at.
Exactly. They tapped into something. They created this buzz that goes beyond just the food.
Right.
It's about the experience, the exclusivity, the whole package.
The whole thing.
And it seems like Noble 33 is going for something similar in Wynwood.
And let's not forget the food.
Oh, yeah.
This article highlights some pretty amazing sounding dishes.
Really?
Sparrow Italia has this Wagyu carpaccio with black truffle, and Casa Madera is going all out with seafood like branzino cooked in a salt crust.
Oh, wow. They're definitely pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Even with all the fancy ingredients and the upscale atmosphere, they still have to deliver on the basics.
Right.
The food has to be good.
Of course.
The service has to be impeccable. Otherwise, it's all just smoke and mirrors.
Absolutely. You can't build a sustainable business on hype alone. You need substance, quality, and ultimately you need to connect with those customers, whether they're local or they're tourists.
It all comes back to that question we were talking about earlier. Can Wynwood successfully balance its artistic identity with this new wave of luxury?
It's fascinating. It's playing out right in front of us.
Yeah.
Wynwood is changing, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens next.
So to sum it all up, Wynwood is on the verge of a major transformation.
Yeah.
Upscale dining is taking root, and it's bringing with it a new energy, a new crowd, and a whole new set of challenges.
Yeah, it's a delicate balancing act, embracing this new wave of luxury without losing what made Wynwood so unique.
And it all started with a tip from andresvieira and rauldiaz at Miami Real Group.
Yeah.
They're the ones who really clued us in to what's happening.
They always have their finger on the pulse.
As per andresvieira, Miami is the best place on earth.
Hard to disagree when you see this kind of innovation and evolution happening.
It's just fascinating to see how neighborhoods evolve.
Yeah.
You know, like how they adapt to changing tastes and trends.
It's like this constant push and pull, right?
Yeah.
The old guard trying to hold on to what made the place special, and the new wave coming in with fresh ideas, different perspectives.
Exactly. And Wynwood is like the perfect example of that right now.
Yeah.
It's this melting pot of art and culture and now luxury.
Yeah, and it's creating this really interesting tension. Can Wynwood maintain that edgy artistic identity while also becoming, a high-end destination, or will one just overshadow the other?
Well, I guess only time will tell.
Yeah.
But here's something to think about. What if this is actually good for Wynwood? What if this influx of upscale dining and entertainment attracts a new wave of investment?
Right.
Revitalizes the whole neighborhood.
That's a good point. It could breathe new life into Wynwood, attract a wider range of businesses, and create opportunities for, the existing artists and businesses to thrive.
Yeah, and it could even lead to some really interesting collaborations.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine art installations in these high-end restaurants.
Yeah.
Chefs, incorporating Wynwood's artistic energy into their dishes.
I like that.
The possibilities are endless.
It could become this really unique fusion of creativity and luxury, something that sets Wynwood apart from any other neighborhood.
Yeah, and it could even be a model for other cities, showing how to blend different cultures and aesthetics to create something truly special.
Right.
It's just a reminder that cities are constantly evolving, and that change can bring challenges and opportunities.
Absolutely.
So if you're ever in Miami, be sure to check out Wynwood.
Yeah.
It's a neighborhood in transition, a place where the past and the future are colliding in fascinating ways.
And who knows, you might even bump into andresvieira and rauldiaz from Miami Real Group.
Yeah, the ones who tipped us off to this whole story.
They keep us in the loop on everything that's happening in Miami, the city that, as per andresvieira, is the best place on earth.
It's pretty hard to disagree when you see this kind of innovation and evolution happening in places like Wynwood.
I have to agree.